So good evening everyone. My name is Maurya Hanspal, and in this session we'll continue our previous sessions on understanding the cryptocurrency and the blockchain network. So the previous session has stopped at the tweets by like top people like who drive the crypto market up and down. And on the basis of that, something that happens in the market is your pump and dump scheme. And the same thing happens in case of the stock market as well, your pump and dump scheme. So basically what happens, I'll explain with the pump and dump scheme. See, what basically happens, we as individual investors or retail investors, we do not invest a large amount of money either in the stock market or either in the crypto market. Even if we have invested a huge chunk of money in the stock market, we won't be investing into the crypto market. Because ultimately, what's the logic? Because we have already taken a huge risk in the equity market, and all the money that hard earned money has gone to the stock market. And the stock market can be predictable up to a certain extent on the basis of the macroeconomic and the microeconomic factors, but the crypto market cannot be predicted in such a manner. So we as people we invest a smaller amount of money. Like for example, we like invested money, like for example, 10,000 rupees into the crypto market. Okay, even 20,000 rupees, even 1 lakh rupees. Okay, and we bought like for example, we bought a cryptocurrency for like 100 rupees. Okay, and the price was 100 rupees at that time, and how amount we bought like 100 cryptos, and the price was 100 rupees. It doesn't make a difference whether we buy it 10,000 rupees kam kharide या 1 lakh rupees ka kharide, because we have invested a smaller amount of money, and the market won't be changed by such a small amount. Okay, but what basically happens, the top people, the people who want to drive the crypto market and earn from us, they invest 1 crore, 100 crores, 200 crores in the crypto market, and that one person can drive the market so high in a scenario. So high in a scenario. Okay. So, like for example, these people might say that we are accepting the cryptocurrencies or tokens for our payments. And before tweeting the same, they will invest in the crypto market at just 100 rupees. They will invest in the crypto market at just 100 rupees, saste pe. The same rule that goes in the stock market, buy high and sell low. The same principle they apply in the case of the crypto market also. The same thing they say, buy low and sell high. तो सस्ते में खरीद लेंगे and खरीदने के बाद they'll tweet. Because you know that once they tweet or once they say anything about the crypto market, that they are accepting the payments and the crypto is a new generation, it is Web 3.0 and the best thing ever had in the world. So they'll tweet this and the market will rise suddenly. Because if a big person has said, then people tend to follow that big person and they will start buying it. And once they start buying it, the buying is going on, the price is rising, the price is rising, the price is rising. A point will come, the price will fall. And where the price will fall? When will reach the peak, these smart people, I'm writing about top and smart people, who on the basis of their tweet or some activity, they rose the market, they'll sell it off. And after like selling it off, or during like selling it off, or an initial time before selling it off, like for example they want to like sell it at 3 p.m, at 2:59 p.m they'll tweet that we are not accepting the cryptocurrencies. Okay, so not everyone reads the news on time. वो ट्वीट करेंगे, 1 मिनट बाद लोग पढ़ेंगे, then उसके बाद सेलिंग स्टार्ट होगी, उससे पहले ही वो 100 करोड़ बेच देंगे मार्केट में, एकदम से क्रैश आएगा मार्केट में. So all these things I won't say are pre-planned, but the people who are having a huge chunk of money are able to drive it. And it happens in the crypto market more. Stock market में होता है, but not to a very great extent, because everyone has invested crores of money or lakhs of money in stock market. And also there are kind of regulators as well in between. So nothing wrong can happen in that scenario. अब NSE scam चल रहा है, so that's a different thing. उसके बारे में बात नहीं करूंगा मैं. But in general, I'm talking about. But in the crypto market, since the crypto market is not regulated and no one is regulating the crypto market, so that creates a problem for everyone. Okay, the other thing can also happen. They have already started to buy. Nahi को tweet करा है, nahi they have said that we are like accepting the crypto. The market starts to rise because they have like put in their money. At this point, like people witness that the Bitcoin market has risen suddenly. and the market is rising each day. So they'll say यार market तो और बढ़ गई, चलो अब करते हैं invest. These smart people have already earned crores here. हम जैसे ही अपना पैसा लगाएंगे, and the same thing happens in stock market also, and you might have heard it as well, कि जब हम पैसा लगाते हैं तो मार्केट एकदम से गिर जाती है, और जब हम खरीदते हैं स्टॉक्स खरीदते हैं, मार्केट और गिर जाती है, राइट? सो सेम थिंग, यू स्टार्ट बाइंग हियर as retail individual investors who have lack of knowledge about the market, or some new age new babies that who have come into the market and have no knowledge about the cryptocurrency and blockchain network. जैसे मार्केट में आएंगे, they'll sell it off and इनका भी लॉस हो गया. 40 मान लो 1 लाख पे खरीदा, प्राइस 100 से 1 लाख हो गया, एकदम से वो टॉप लोग बेच देंगे और वो 100 से आ जाएगा 50 पे, 40 पे या 0 पे. Okay, so that is how these people play, and this scheme is called your pump and dump. Okay, pump and dump scheme. Coming back, yeah. So see, you can see this pump and dump scheme from this diagram also. See, 0 पे 10 पे खरीदा, और जब गिरा तो उतना गिरा कि $5 पे आ गया. Now that to start their journey towards investment in the cryptocurrency and all, because ultimately their clients were demanding that they want their money to be invested into the cryptos. Just tell me a basic example. For example, there are like two banks, Bank A and Bank B. Okay, and Bank A is not providing the services for cryptocurrencies, and Bank B provides it. Won't the business of Bank A shift to Bank B, and Bank B provide and Bank B work better or like perform better in the long run? Yes. That is why A also has to accept the crypto trading activities or crypto investments. And that is the logic why those people who are against this cryptocurrency network or like against the cryptocurrency market, they called it a fad and all those stuff, they even started to accept the payments for it because their clients were demanding. And once the clients and the general public are demanding to like invest, even the top corporates, management, CEOs of the company also went to these banks and they said that they want to have our portfolio for these things. Okay, so ultimately the banks have to accept their services. If a small person goes there, see, the person is not small actually, the amount that he invests is small. If a small investor goes there and said like I want to like invest 200 rupees or 2000 rupees or 20 lakh rupees also, okay, like these banks won't entertain that person because 20 lakh is nothing for them. If someone comes for 20 crores and like more and more top management people and the clients are coming, then it can happen. Okay, because ultimately they are giving the businesses to those people. 200 rupees and 300 रुपए बैंक जो 100 करोड़ में डील करता है उसके लिए 200 रुपीज कुछ नहीं है. एटलीस्ट 20% तो डील हो, 20 करोड़, ताकि उसका प्रॉफिट 100 से 120 हो जाए. ठीक है. The Goldman Sachs, it launched the crypto futures and option, and that are called the crypto derivatives. So what do we mean by derivatives? Though it's not a complete session on derivatives, but to make you understand, derivative is something that derives its value from the main asset. Derivative is something which derives its value from the main asset. Like for example, futures and options. आज जो spot price है like for example the shares of Nestle Britannia are also traded in the future market. I'll give you an example. Like for example, like we buy the note. Like हमारे पास होता है note. Note एक simple कागज का टुकड़ा है. That's it. कागज का टुकड़ा, simple, and like it has no value. How it derives its value from the RBI governor's signature on that. Who says कि मैं ये पैसा आपको देने के लिए अदा करता हूँ. Like he promises to pay the bearer of that instrument 20 rupees. That is a promise by the signature of the RBI governor. So that is the power that is your note is getting. Okay, the note is deriving power from that signature. Similarly, in case you'll have your futures and options, like which are the future contracts of that particular company which are traded on the market. Okay, like we'll try to have a separate like lecture series on options and all, but that is one thing you need to know about this. The crypto derivatives are also there. If someone sees that all those people who have knowledge about the stock derivatives, the futures and options, you might not have a prior knowledge that the crypto derivatives are also available. But the crypto derivatives are more risky than your shares derivative or stock derivatives. Because ultimately in futures और option a large number of people are taking leverage. And by leverage I means कि उनके पास पैसा तो मतलब कि 100 शेयर्स खरीदने का है, बट वो खरीद 1000 रहे हैं, मतलब पैसा उधार पे लेकर. Similarly, because you know futures option में like फिर भी you can predict on the basis of the option chain analysis and all that stuff. But crypto में तुम्हें पता ही नहीं होगा कि market कब गिर गया, because there is no crypto chain. Okay, plus also you cannot predict the market कि crypto कब उठ गई या कब गिर गई, because there are no fundamentals regarding the crypto market. So that thing is very essential and you need to know about that, the crypto derivatives. Second thing is staking, liquidity and crypto yield farming. So what basically happens in crypto yield farming, I'll tell you. See, like whenever you are purchasing a bond of the company, or let's take an example of the fixed deposit. तो आप अपना पैसा एक FD में लगा रहे हो जो बैंक FD है. Now the FD is giving you a fixed rate of interest, 5.75% to 6%, like जो भी market में चल रहा हो, and that keeps on changing. Similarly, you can also cryptos को भी तुम यहाँ डाल के, similarly, the cryptos can also be put in here, and on that cryptos like you will be getting a certain rate of interest. And that rate of interest is far higher than your FDs, because ultimately the basic principle of any of the markets, be it your stock market, bond market, commodity market, forex market, crypto market, higher the risk, higher is the expected return. Here the return is in the form of the interest payment that you are getting. So तुम इसको stake कर सकते हो, and this is called staking, because ultimately crypto staking तुम stake कर रहे हो यहाँ पे, ठीक है, the crypto you are staking it here. And once you stake the crypto, you are getting a return on that in the form of the interest rate. And that you need to know. And that is the concept like when we talk about a crypto yield farming or staking. तो वहाँ पे तुम स्टेक कर रहे हो अपने कॉइन्स को, अल्टीमेटली टू स्टेक दैट यू मस्ट हैव दोज कॉइन्स. बिना कॉइन्स को क्रिप्टो को खरीद के तुम स्टेक नहीं कर सकते हो. सिमिलरली एफडी में तुम बिना पैसे हुए पैसा नहीं डाल सकते. सिमिलरली बिना क्रिप्टो करेंसीज हुए तुम क्रिप्टो अपना स्टेक नहीं कर सकते. They're like similar as like what you talk about the gold monetization scheme, like where people used to stake their gold and they used to get an matlab ki payment on that, right? So similarly, you can call it as a crypto monetization scheme. Ultimately, तुम stake पे लगा रहे हो and इस पे तुमको अपना rate of interest मिल रहा है. And what do you mean by liquidity pools? In liquidity pools ना, a pair of crypto is traded. Liquidity pool में a pair of crypto tokens is traded. एक टोकन ट्रेड नहीं होता, पेयर्स में ट्रेड होते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल योर USBT, US डॉलर से लाइक इट ड्राइव्स इट्स वैल्यू द बिटकॉइन. अगर US डॉलर की वैल्यू बढ़ रही है बिटकॉइन भी बढ़ेगा, US डॉलर की वैल्यू गिर रही है बिटकॉइन भी गिरेगा. ठीक है. So this is basically the concept of your staking, liquidity pools and crypto yield farming that you must know. Then euro bonds on the Ether network. We all know that what exactly is a bond. Now the European bank they came up with the bonds like which were being done on your Ether network. Ethereum, you can call it as Ethereum because the network is ultimately Ethereum only. So the bonds were being bought and sold on your Ethereum network. Bonds सबको पता है क्या होता है. When a company wants some money, the company will be coming up with the bonds or debentures, and ultimately we are lending the money to the company, and the company is paying us a certain rate of interest on that. But when these bonds are bought and sold on an Ethereum network, the process can be like facilitated in a faster manner. But इसमें ये होता है because see ultimately ना then it won't remain a centralized system because ultimately the banks are involved here. तो यहाँ पे जो centralization का mechanism होता है वो पूरा like defeat हो जाता है. And even if the cryptos are like regulated by the RBI or SEBI or whatsoever, People say that if the crypto gets regulated, the centralized system will get over. Because ultimately, why these cryptos are called decentralized? These cryptos are called decentralized because like no one is involved. And if someone gets involved here, we are RBI or central government, the decentralization theme will go over, and the centralization mechanism will come into place. So the main purpose of the crypto will go off. Then what is the centralized? Then what is a decentralized system? Public ledger? All that theme would be like defeated away. So that is also a concern that is going on in the market currently. Then you have the non-fungible tokens. The non-fungible tokens are an interesting fact. So NFT, like you might have seen about these stickers and all. Okay, so these kinds of stickers and all are being sold, and people are like literally buying that. So I'll tell you that what exactly your non-fungible tokens are. First of all, it cannot be like copied, and that's why like it said non-fungible. Like you cannot create a mirror copy of these. Non-fungible tokens, NFTs. Yeah. So once you talk about the non-fungible tokens, it can be anything. Like people are like literally creating their own signature and selling in the market. They're creating pics of photography, taking pics of house and giving you some things and all. Even your memes, your stickers are being sold and people are buying it in the market for millions of dollars. Some people call it as a fad because what's the happiness of getting a sticker, or like what's the happiness of purchasing a painting which you can't even hang it at your home place? What's the logic of having a house in which you cannot live in? You can just have the experience for that. So ultimately, these people are like not selling you commodities; these are selling you experiences. But anyone who just want the experiences in life can have this. You have this metaverse and all, right? Even like you can buy and sell things. You can even order things on like H&M and all. You can just place the orders for that, and you can like get those stuff at your place and all. Like you can basically shop in the metaverse or like these platforms and all. But see, that is completely fine if you're getting that physical commodity at your place. But selling a signature, selling a painting or an art or sticker, anything which you cannot even hold it and all, that I believe it's a fad. Because I agree they are selling you the experience, but why you are paying millions of dollars to purchase that? That millions of dollars can be used to buy one more house, like at least one small house, and that can be given on rent. And people would be earning more than that millions of dollars spent on this. What people can do, which I believe, instead of buying these painting signatures, like which cost them millions or billions of dollars, they can spend that thing on their own growth and development, have some more skills, knowledge, do courses, and they can have that money and buy something else in the market which they can physically have. Because what's the pleasure of like sitting in a digital house which is not even yours and you sell it at a certain point of time? It's better to have your own house, sitting in your own house and enjoying all the benefits there, right? So all these things like which came into the market and all these things for the sake of having experience, it's good. But for a long term, I do not think that the people must rely on these things because spending millions of dollars on these things is something wrong. अभी तुम्हें लग रहा है कि तुम सेव कर रहे हो पैसा, मतलब मान लो 20 करोड़ का घर था तुम्हें मतलब कि 50 lakhs में ही मिल गया. So it's better to save like 50 lakhs for like 10-20 years and have your own house instead of spending this 2 crores here, right? So these things are there in the non-fungible token. So basically, these are your digital assets in the form of your paintings. So basically, anything can be there. Anything can be there, and that can be bought and sold on the network. Again, it's using a blockchain network. It can be Ethereum, Avalanche, or any other network on the fate. Okay. Now the government has recently imposed a 30% taxation on the cryptocurrency. अगर तुम buy selling कर रहे हो मतलब तुम selling कर रहे हो तो 30% tax pay करना पड़ेगा. Even for gifting also, the recipient will pay 30% taxation. Now people say because earlier like it was charged on the basis of your tax slabs and all. Okay, and उसने मतलब कि ऐसे होता था in the like cryptocurrency taxation, no, like 20% tax used to be charged. Okay, for a long term gain, उसमें मतलब कि 2 साल का होता था. अगर तुम 2 साल तक होल्ड कर रहे हो तो like 20% of the tax would be charged. If less than 2 years like you are holding it, then like 15% of the income would be charged. But these like cryptocurrencies were like being in your speculative trade also. और मतलब कि 30% फ्लैट टैक्स लगा ही दिया उन्होंने. ठीक है, पहले मतलब 30% फ्लैट टैक्स नहीं लगाते थे. Was as per your tax slabs or like as per like the different guidelines and all as they told कि 20% का ये है. अब मान लो कि 15% का तुम्हारा शॉर्ट टर्म गेन होगा, तो पहले मतलब कि उसके बेसिस पे होता था. टैक्स तो पहले भी था. टैक्स तो पहले भी था. 30% का तुम्हारा मान लो मतलब कि अगर तुम 2 साल बाद तक का तुम्हारा मान लो कि लॉन्ग टर्म गेन्स हो गया तो तुम्हारा उसमें चला जाएगा. अगर शॉर्ट टर्म गेन्स अगर तुम 2 साल पहले तक रख रहे हो तो 15% टैक्स चला जाएगा. बट अब सबके लिए 30% हो गया. And even if someone is gifting the crypto, like for example, if someone gifts the cryptos to me, I have to pay 30% tax. 100 rupees ki value I'll just get of 70 rupees. So some people like welcome this move, whereas like some people are against this move. Why? Because there are some countries still which charge you a very lesser amount of tax on the basis of your income tax slab. कि आप जिस भी like income tax slab में fall करते हो, so on the basis of that, the tax would be charged. Whereas there are some countries who charge a very high tax rate. They charge 50%, 60% on your like cryptocurrency profits. Okay. So as compared to those countries, India is in a better scenario. But also like for all those people, क्योंकि जिनको शायद ज़्यादा टैक्स पे करना पड़े 30% का, बिकॉज नॉट एवरी वन वॉज इन द 30% टैक्स ब्रैकेट. नाउ इट्स अ 30% टैक्स, फ्लैट टैक्स फॉर एवरी वन, बी इट यू फॉल इन एनी ऑफ द इनकम टैक्स ब्रैकेट. अब जो लोग पहले से ही 30% टैक्स पे कर रहे थे तो इनके लिए तो कोई प्रॉब्लम आनी नहीं है, बिकॉज दे नो दैट दे वर द वेल्दी पीपल एंड दे आर पेइंग द 30% टैक्स. बट ऑल ऑफ दोज पीपल हु वर इन द अर्लियर टैक्स स्लैब, जिन जो ज़्यादा टैक्स पे नहीं कर पाते थे, जो 30% टैक्स स्लैब में थे ही नहीं, तो उनके लिए लाइक इट कैन क्रिएट अ प्रॉब्लम. राइट, गिव मी अ सेकेंड. Just connected to the server charger. Yeah. For those people, like it can create a problem because earlier they were not in the 30% tax bracket and now they've entered into it. For those people, it is a problem. Okay, so that is one thing. But still, for all of those who said that the crypto like it won't be legalized and something is like really going wrong and the cryptocurrencies would be banned, for those people it's a matter of relief ultimately. Okay, because at least 30% tax hai, but still the government has not said that it is illegal or illegal. It's somewhere in between. That's a matter of concern still. But at least it has not been declared illegal कि आप उसमें trade नहीं कर सकते. And it's also a relief and an advantage for a large number of the crypto exchanges as well. Okay, like you have one website for your cryptocurrencies. You have a coin market base, coin market cap. So once you go to the coin market cap, you can see stuff here. All these like cryptocurrencies are here. All those kinds of cryptocurrencies are present here. So it is on the basis of your market capitalization के basis पे हमने set करा हुआ है इसको. So when you set it on the basis of the market capitalization and the upwards, we have the Bitcoin, the largest market cap, Ethereum, Tether, BNB, all these are there. Cardano, Terra, XRP. So this is on the basis of the market cap. See, Avalanche has come up here. Okay. If you want कि on the basis of the volume, like you want to check कि past 24 hours में सबसे ज़्यादा volume किसमें trade हुई है, and it is used in trading. मतलब Tether में past 24 hours में सबसे ज़्यादा volume trade हुई है. 24 hours Tether number 3, सबसे लास्ट में ये है डेकोरेट, सबसे कम वैल्यू. इफ यू वांट टू नो ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ द प्राइस कि किसका प्राइस सबसे ज्यादा रहा है, 100, सी ऑल दी 50 से 100. The first is obviously of the Bitcoin only. Past 24 hours like percentage increase decrease किसमें हुआ, if you want to know, like even you have the circulating supply. If again go back to market capitalization, see Bitcoin has the largest market capitalization and circulating supply is almost yet to be overseen. Almost 19 billion हो गया. 90.40% has already been mined. मार्केट में है बस अराउंड 9.60% is left. Last 7 days का चार्ट भी देखने can go and see the chart also. Plus you have a trading view for the stock market. Similarly, you have the coin market cap for a crypto market, and this can be changed to like 1 year and like year to date as well. But like most of the time, the market has been into red. So like most of the time, the market has fallen for bitcoins, for any of the cryptocurrency, I would say. And at some point of time, it rises. So now it's in a rising trend. Dollars में $39.143 अभी 38 1, तो एटलीस्ट 39 पे वो जा सकता है इन द नियर टर्म सिनेरियो, एंड दैट कैन बी योर रेजिस्टेंस लेवल, and your nearest support level can be somewhere at this point, you can say at your 38,512. Then the second resistance can be at a point of 38,046, then at 37,725 on the basis of your like 1 day data. बाकी तुम 3 months 1 year के basis पे करोगे, सी जो नीचे चल रही है 38 कुछ पे, but top most like resistance can be $67,000 also, and the lowermost resistance can be like 29 also in past 1 year. So तुम्हारा डेटा, तुम किस डेटा का तुम like you are doing the analysis and all this thing also matters. If you are doing a 1 day analysis, so on the basis of that 1 day analysis, your resistance and support might change. Similarly, on the basis of your 1 year analysis, your resistance and support might also change. So these things like they keep on changing. Okay. Again, like if you want to know like about these coins and all, if you want to know about historical data, they are like wallets. Are there holders, like who is holding the crypto? There's Bitcoin. So it says this address is holding the maximum Bitcoin. He's controlling 1.2% supply, and this is the public address, the public key, like, as in terms of username. Now this person can be anyone. He can be Elon Musk, he can be Jeff Bezos, anyone who believes in crypto, having the maximum. और ये person जब market में बेचेगा crypto, तो market नीचे गिरेगी. So these people are having and circulating the maximum supply